Alright, let's get this out of the way. Genshin Impact and its expansive world clearly draw inspiration from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. From the art style to the stamina-based climb anything mechanic to the gliding, it's impossible not to be reminded of it, but this is more than just some quick copycat. Genshin Impact's fantastical world, wide array of diverse playable characters, and deep RPG systems are all unique and awesome enough to let it stand on its own 2 feet, making it an absolute blast to play even after more than 100 hours. Genshin Impact is a free-to-play action-adventure RPG where you play a vague and mysterious traveler from another world. You arrive in the land of Teyvat where you're attacked by some kind of sorceress or god or something, and your twin is immediately captured. That sets you on a quest to find your lost sibling that involves a whole lot of picking fruit, crafting items, and fighting deities, but surprisingly little in the way of actually searching for them. Genshin Impact's story is one of its weaker points. It's packed full of anime cliches and convoluted magical jargon, and it just sort of meanders from one amusing misadventure to another with little cohesion. Thankfully, none of that is a deal breaker because you'll spend most of your time roaming its beautiful world and making your own stories, instead of listening to people explain whatever the heck an animalculus is. And with a few exceptions, the cast of quirky characters, a whopping 23 of which are playable, are a lot of fun to interact with and play as, even if you might occasionally roll your eyes at what they have to say.
The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient seals.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No.
The real star here is Teyvat itself, a world absolutely bursting at the seams with possibilities. Every nook and cranny is loaded with collectibles to find, chests to open, puzzles to solve, enemies to take down, dungeons to tackle, and relentless bosses to fight. A locked chest that catches the corner of your eye might lead to an impromptu quest or multi-step puzzle. Following a fluttering blue fairy might lead to a massive combat encounter or even a lengthy boss fight. It's an addictive chain reaction of things to do. And once you start unlocking new characters, each with their own fighting style, abilities, and elemental affinities, you gain completely new ways of interacting with the world. A lake initially too vast to swim across becomes easily traversable with the help of a cryo-type character like Kaeya. Mountain peaks too steep to climb become scalable once you unlock Venti and his ability to create wind currents wherever he pleases. Combat revolves around instantly switching between a party of up to 4 characters to shoot, hack, and blow up a broad assortment of enemy types. Each character comes equipped with their own elemental type and a few abilities that utilize that element. By strategically switching between characters mid-fight, you can unleash some seriously effective combos. For example, if you use Xingqiu's water abilities to get the enemy wet, then follow up with Fischl's electric attack, the damage is amplified massively. Discovering how to use different characters together makes all the difference when you're taking on a giant flaming plant with some truly disgusting inferno abilities. Genshin Impact is entirely free, but the elephant in the room is its gacha model, also known as loot boxes. These tempt you to spend either an in-game currency or real money on randomized characters, loot, consumables, and more. It certainly flirts with being pay to win, but manages to strike a decent balance so that those who don't want to spend a dime can still enjoy the whole game. Spending money can undoubtedly provide a quick power boost, but there's nothing you can't get for free with enough luck or persistence. More importantly, these powerful weapons and characters are by no means a requirement to advance, as you can breeze through most challenges through skill and grinding alone. The real trouble with the gacha model comes in the later stages of progression when the grind for account-wide adventure XP and upgrade materials becomes an exponentially steeper climb. Those willing to shell out some money will definitely be able to advance through the endgame much faster than non-paying players. That said, you likely won't start noticing that wall until at least 40 or 50 hours into the more than 100 hours of content available, and exploring the world to rank up stays fun the whole way through regardless of money spent. Genshin Impact is an amazing open-world adventure that draws heavily on both its Breath of the Wild and anime inspirations to create something truly special.